Mickey?
So we're gonna drop Mickey off by Yen Sid.
It's also amazing that a lot of this story can happen just because Aqua shows up last. Like, if she was just the first to show up at a lot of these places, none of this would have happened.
Because she's a responsible one and doesn't do wrong?
Yeah. She's the one who maybe should be the Keyblade Master and not the others.
Well, I mean, she is the Keyblade Master.
Yeah.
She is Master Aqua. She just doesn't flaunt the title.
Aqua,
because she's humble like that.
Bring me grave news. Master Ericus's star has blinked out. I am afraid that means he has been struck down.
The Master? But who is responsible?
Just say Terra. Even though that's not true, let's just say it.
Damn it. It would have been funny if you said Terra. Yeah!
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 Let's do that mistaken identity thing again, because...
Terra would never!
I hope with all my heart that you are right about your friend. There are some things even stars cannot tell me.
Like intention?
Where can I find Terra?
Like, what's the winning lotto numbers?
Him to the ancient Keyblade graveyard, where wielders of those weapons once waged war.
Alright. I have to go after him and see if it's true.
Be on your guard.
So now Aqua's off to the Keyblade graveyard.
I'm having this thought about Birth by Sleep. Granted, it's not over yet. But, in summation, of all the things it has done well, combined with all the things it has done poorly, in terms of, like, you know, health of the overall franchise, I think this game objectively made Kingdom Hearts worse as a franchise.
Yeah! I agree.
Like, I've been thinking about that, and it's like, well, it does some cool stuff, but it
and
just...
now it's Ven's turn to go to the island.
Just... Like, this
but
game...
yeah, no.
Oh my god.
You understand why this is the big one, right? Because it brings all the plot problems into the game.
God, what a fucking... What baggage have you attached to this fucking series with this game?
So much, all in a few short hours.
Somewhere?
Jesus Christ.
I'm through with you.
Such simple origins.
Well, I'm just getting started with you. You're strong enough now to fulfill your purpose. So what are you waiting for? Join with me, right here and now. Become the Keyblade. No.
I love how when they first pronounced it, they had to, like, really emphasize the key, but now they're like, no, it's just Keyblade. It's not the Keyblade.
Well, guess what? I'm not fighting. You used to be too broken to talk back.
The only winning move is not to play.
You're right. And if Ventus just stayed the hell away, we'd have no problems. But Ven, just like Terra, doesn't know when to quit.
Yep. Also, Heartless?
This is a flashback to when he was training under Xehanort.
So the Heartless did exist back in this era.
Not strong enough.
No.
I thought they didn't exist till KH1.
Because you're trying to hold it in. Let the dark impulses waken in the pit of
Well, these
your
are
heart.
natural Heartless, not the
They
artificial
summon
ones that
fear and
Right.
power.
Ansem would later make.
Sharpen your fear into rage.
But doesn't this mean that the science stuff happened?
If you do
Or
not
did
Not
natural,
yet.
natural Heartless have existed, like,
it
since
will wipe you
time,
from the
right?
face of the
Because it's
world.
just the darkness
Make
people's
no
hearts.
mistake. Do it.
Like, I think I have that
Embrace the
right.
darkness.
That natural Heartless
so-
have existed since time immemorial.
So he wanted Ven to embrace his darkness, and Ven just didn't. Like, unlike Terra, Ven just didn't.
He just kind of, like, rolled over and gave up.
Really? You would rather die than use the power. Feckless neophyte.
That's a whole word.
If I must, I will extract the darkness from within you myself.
Also, speaking of over-design, that fucking Keyblade right there. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So this is what made Ven a broken shell at the beginning of the game.
He just said, here's some darkness
He
that I need.
extracted darkness.
And then created that. So I'm guessing the
Notice they
reason...
deliberately keep his face off camera.
Oh, for, Vanitas?
Empty creature
Yeah.
from Venter's Riven.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's been spoiled for me, what he looks like. Because I'm pretty sure I looked it up at one point and said, Brandon, what the hell is this? And you're like, shut up, Sam.
Yes, Master.
I mean, yeah, but for the audience.
Yeah. Also, I'm guessing, like, this is probably something that doesn't matter at all, but, like, the reason that his outfit looks the same as Riku's when he's in the dark form is just, I don't know, it looks kind of like a Heartless.
Fine.
Yeah, because he's darkness.
Now
Yeah,
give you
it's
a
no
reason to
specific
fight.
reason.
What?
Which is fine. Some things don't need an
Come and
explanation.
find me. At the
Sometimes
one and
things
only
just
place
look
to
like they
spawn
do.
Keyblade. The Keyblade Graveyard. There, you're gonna see me choke the life out of Terra and Aqua. Then we'll see how long.
I was gonna say,
So
why
Ven
would
knows
he
he
go?
should stay away, but since Terra and Aqua's lives are threatened, he's going to fight anyway.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, why would he go, but makes sense. It's a convincing argument.
Terra, Aqua,
Kind of a classic,
I swear.
storyline character conundrum. Live,
Yeah.
needs of the few, needs the many kind of thing. So, that's fine.
But heroes always pick a third option.
Alright, here we go.
So yeah, now they all have their turn. They all have their turn looking over this and having something to say before they go into the final battle.
We're in the final stretch, baby. Last hour.
Yeah, this is the finale.
This is it.
What I do for friendship.
What he does for friendship,
Oh, good.
and because he's an idiot.
What I do because I don't know any better. I don't know. I'm sure somebody could try to make an argument for Terra, but I find it's weak character writing.
You can try, but you won't convince me.
Well, it's like the only way to convince you is just to say, well, like, it makes sense in this way or whatever, and it's like, yeah, but there's a better way to write that. Like, it's just weak writing. Whereas it's funny because, like, Aqua has, like, pretty sensible writing.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes she's a bit too clairvoyant for her own good, it's kind of hilarious from, like, a viewer perspective.
I would rather clairvoyance than ignorance if I had to choose. If I
Yeah.
had to choose one mistake over the other, because they're both mistakes. Don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
There are both definitely problems in writing. So why are Terra and
three of
Aqua
us.
here?
We'll
Well, no,
always be
Aqua's here
one.
for Terra. Terra's here for Xehanort.
And Terra's here because Xehanort's here, and he wants to kill Xehanort really badly.
So yeah, Terra wants to kill Xehanort. Aqua needs to kill Xehanort, possibly Terra, and Ventus has to
Ventus
stop.
is here because Vanitas is going to
Vanitas.
choke the life out of Terra and Aqua.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
very specifically.
So they each get their time to look over the cliff of the Keyblade Graveyard.
To look over this JPEG for a while.
Yeah.
Friends forever.
These are all great speeches, by the way. This is really A-class writing going on.
And now they meet up for the grand finale. The three friends meet up now.
That's a lot
Look
of
at all
Keyblades.
those Keyblade JPEGs.
It looks a lot better in
Look
the
at all those
CG.
JPEGs.
Looks a lot better in the CG version for
does.
Page 2.
I mean, this is a PSP game, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to bear with it. It's actually very impressive that we got even this kind of look out of a portable game.
Yeah. This is where you talk it out. What happened?
I was told the master was struck down.
See? Aqua wants to talk about it. This is where Terra pulls his Keyblade, tries to kill her.
Yes, that's right. I was stupid and helped Xehanort do it. The Master. He tried to hurt Ven.
See? If you had just done this
I only fought to
earlier...
protect him. But I was tricked. Xehanort set the whole thing up.
Only now do we finally get to this
Also,
point.
he could awaken the darkness inside me. You were right, Aqua. And so was the Master.
Ugh.
I did need to be watched. I went astray. But no more.
A little late for that, by the way.
Yeah. Way too late for that.
We've already fucked up events happening 20 years from now at this point. Because you had to give some dumbass a fucking Keyblade. And then Aqua was too smart to do the same.
You'll go astray again.
I like to point out that if all three of them had just opted to not
How
do
does that
anything, the
honor
world would be
our master's
objectively
memory,
better off
Tara?
for it.
Like, if they all just stayed home that day.
Yeah.
Like,
If they all just ate some bad pizza or something and got sick,
the
the world would be a better place.
Oh,
In fact,
man.
He wants me and Benito.
I'll even change that. If they all got murdered in their sleep, the world would be better off for it.
I'm trying to think about how the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 would transpire. It's like they would have had Keyblade Masters instead of, like, Sora and Riku probably fighting Ansem at that point.
I still don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, we'd have...
They would have, like,
Ugh.
actual people who know how to deal with this shit.
Even just the thought of it.
Ugh.
So the funny thing is that
We're
Ven
here,
says,
and we're gonna take care of it.
Venus and I are going to fight and make a Keyblade, and if you're playing as the Terra,
I may have
Campaign?
To tell Benitez
Yeah.
after all.
the Keyblade didn't come up at all, ever, in that campaign. So you're kind of like, what the fuck is a Keyblade? Is
Three of us
that?
can never be torn
Ha!
apart.
That's
Right?
great! Like, you never referenced
So then
it
you play
once
Ven's
in
campaign,
lore.
learn a bit more about him and Vanitas and the Keyblade.
Jesus Christ.
And then Aqua kind of wraps the whole thing up.
I'm asking you, as a friend. Just put an end to me.
I mean, Terra, you're used to it. You should be able to do it pretty easily, Dark Guy.
I mean, like, that's a pretty brutal request. I'll give it that. Also, I totally remember this shot from the CG movie. Holy shit,
Yep.
the memories are flooding back. I'm suddenly, like, fucking 13 years
I
old
mean, that
again.
CG movie is the finale.
Yeah. Man, it was so fucking good at the time.
These lifeless keys used to be full of power.
Except there was no dialogue. He just kind of gestured and then they started fighting.
So you know that thing that you said about there might be, like, if you get a Keyblade by just touching someone else's Keyblade, there'd be a lot of Keyblades out there?
I definitely did say that in one episode that I don't remember anymore.
Well, this is what happens when the ton of Keyblades come out. They start fighting each other and killing each other en masse.
Wielders gave up their lives.
Which is why the Keyblade is now a secret order.
Ultimate
I was just gonna ask why, but for the same reason, which is that power.
belonged to me.
Yeah.
That's kind of, again, classic storytelling. And like I say, it's like, I'm gonna be the one who does it, though! It was me! I'll succeed where everyone has failed.
So now we're gonna don our armor like we've never done before. Throughout
Yeah!
the
see,
rest of this whole game.
I was gonna ask at one point, did they ever wear their armor during combat? And then it's like, they seem to have no need for it, but only at the very
If you
end.
play the optional Mirage Arena, which is non-canon, they do don their armor in that.
Do you think it was just because they wore armor during the CG cutscene to hide their faces in Cage 2? And they were
Exactly.
like, well, we have to make sure that's
Exactly.
still accurate. Because, like, otherwise this does nothing for, like, you know... I mean, it looks cool, but, like, it also has less character because you don't see their faces or anything anymore.
I also love Vanitas surfing on the bunch of Keyblades.
I mean, that's pretty fucking metal when you think about it. I gotta admit, I kind of like that look, the helmetless armor. All the design of the
same.
armor with the anime face. I'm pretty down with that.
So now Terra's gonna fight Xehanort.
Man, can you imagine if this was like an MMO raid boss? That'd be pretty dope. Also, why does he have the power to hold... I guess they're just metal, so it's just... basically just telekinesis at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the implication that Xehanort is, like, really powerful. Like,
He
more
is.
so than anybody else in the franchise.
I think canonically Xemnas was the most powerful character in Kingdom Hearts as of Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's a little cold.
Cold as ice.
Cue the Foreigner song.
Yeah!
And then video taken down. Also, like, I can't help but notice that the cinematography is really different. Again, probably because they're doing the trailer, the teaser frame by frame. So, like, all of a sudden, the style of cinematography is completely different.
There is no reason to zoom in that face that close at all.
No, you gotta zoom in
Except for
further,
the fact
though.
that it was in the trailer.
Yeah! It's like every fucking frame is just like, well, we just have to recreate it one-to-one.
And now we get to some gameplay stuff. Now we've seen the trailer.
Alright. I totally forget how the trailer ended. Was that the final shot? He's running up and down?
It was Xehanort rising to the heart-shaped moon in the sky.
Oh, okay. I'm curious. I might be curious to go back and rewatch that after this.
I knew this was a journey you could make. Over the unseen wall that divides darkness and light. And I was not wrong, Terra.
I love the little finger pulsing he does.
My friend.
I was not wrong! I'm just gonna move my fingers a little bit. Terra!
Like some crunching.
What did you do to him?
Why, I did him a favor and freed the darkness inside him. Alas, poor Ventus never had the fortitude.
I love that he doesn't have to pretend to be a good guy anymore, so he can just be whatever. He can just be himself.
You just really
A crazed
sneer,
madman.
just kind of sneer it up the whole time. It was all part of my plan.
So while Terra fights Xehanort,
School with me, so you can go have your little fight with Terra. You can't be too happy.
How the hell he got there? No idea.
well, he's working with Xehanort.
Ah.
Who are you?
Like, that whole kidnapping thing
Oh, right.
was staged.
Right, I totally forgot about that.
You think you two have got some grand role?
Also, like, why did he freeze Ventus
As
if
if.
he wanted them to
You're
fight?
only
Is it
here
because he
so
wanted to
when I
kill
finish
Terra
you
first? To make sure they
Terra will
fight?
succumb to the
He
dark.
wants Ventus to feel helpless.
Who wants
Oh,
to-
right, because he's not actually, like, frozen solid. He's just, like, can't move frozen.
Oh,
I don't know
so
why I
this
thought he was,
kiddo
like,
thinks
unconscious
he's
or something.
a full-fledged Keyblade wielder. He's got the angry look down.
Go ahead if you want to.
Remember when he would always say you made that same face at me to Sora and Roxas? That's what this is a reference to.
Oh, wow. That I totally forgot about.
Good.
Terra will prove to you he's stronger. Aqua.
And she wins against him,
Because she's the player character.
as she does.
Go take what Ventus owes you, and take Aqua's life.
Just on the side. Kill Aqua. While you're down there. Damn, he's fast.
You know, because that's strength in
Yeah.
anime.
You are to save him.
Japanese strength is speed.
Savor that rage and despair. Let it empower you.
So he wants Terra to give in to his darkness.
Was my master? No. My father, Ericus, not enough for you?
Is it like a biological father or like a metaphorical father?
Metaphorical.
Boy, that's
Okay.
it. More. Let your whole heart blacken with anger.
You'd think you'd stop at that point when you realize that he wants you to do that. But not Terra.
No, Terra only knows the on button.
I keep forgetting don't mess with Keyblade wielders. But you know what? That just means I made the right choice. Well, he wanted me to buy time, and I'd say he got it.
What?
I wonder
Also
why
notice
some-
his eye color changed to gold. It was brown before. That'll be relevant in Dream Drop Distance.
Great. Great. I don't know why some characters in this series have pointy ears and some don't. Like, Xehanort and him do.
That'll be explained in Dream Drop Distance.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'm not.
Great. Finally, the real answer's revealed. Not all
So
this
he's
bullshit.
going to murder Aqua, and this is what gets Ven to break out of it and start fighting for real.
Because Venus has to take his time, because motherfucking anime. Huh? What was that? Alright, good fight.
Done it, Ventus.
They fought at full power.
Now that my body is about to perish, you and I will have to join together.
Oh my god!
Keyblade will be forged.
Remember when I said that Sora's heart filled up the half of Ventus that was missing?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Sure
why
did.
he looks like that. Because that's like a, they fill the same heart space.
The
So they look the
negativity
same.
took shape as these monsters.
Shut up, though.
They are
Wait,
what I
wait.
feel.
Wait.
A horde of fledgling emotions under my
Wait.
control. I
Ventus
Because
created
the
the unversed.
hoping to lure
The
you away
unversed
from
all
home,
come from him.
isolate you from your master.
His anger and negative
needed to make
emotions
you
are what
stronger.
caused the unversed to
The
happen.
unversed were the perfect opponents.
Wow.
Better yet,
And
no
when they
matter how many
get
times you
defeated,
beat them,
the
they
negativity goes back into
right
him so we
back
can make
in.
more unversed.
You never stood a chance against us, Ventus.
Jesus Christ. Oh my
He
god.
hates that much that it causes monsters to happen.
It's pretty hateful. I just can't believe they even bothered to explain that. They were like, this is the reason these monsters exist.
And now Xehanort's about to die, which is exactly what he wants.
Christ almighty.
Again, if they had just gotten sick and stayed in bed that day, the whole world would be safe.
Like,
There, you see?
whatever.
Turn around while your opponent's on the ground. That's always a great thing to do.
Terra, it is time for the final union.
So,
That's the wrong angle to put that.
What?
Whoop.
he's going to release his heart because he needs a new body.
Out with the old
A young, strong, dark body.
stronger new one.
So that's why he wanted him to open the darkness. Couldn't
And that's
do it.
why he doesn't look old in the future.
And be there
And
to
that's
see
why he
what
has
awaits
Terra's
beyond
hair.
the Keyblade
How did I
Wall.
just notice that?
And now,
I was wondering if you would notice or not, and I was just waiting because it would be too obvious if I said it.
Well, one of my theories was disguise, but I just wasn't thinking, like, body disguise. I was thinking, like, magic disguise.
So now, Xehanort has a brand new body. In Terra, which is just what he wanted the whole time.
Oh my god. So wait, there's that scene in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix where he references, he's looking at the armor and he calls it friend or something like that?
Right, that's because that's the nobody, Xemnas, who has the combined memories of Xehanort and Terra,
All worlds begin in darkness.
Oh god.
but no
and
heart.
Also end. The heart is no different. Darkness
I
sprouts.
like how they just recycled the speech
It
from
grows.
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Consumes it. Such
I
is
love
its
Richard
nature.
Epcar, but this is not
In the
the
end,
right
every
context.
heart returns.
And this is
to
not the right
darkness
voice
whence it
actor.
came.
This is kind of like the saddest way to prove that, fucking, what am I forgetting his name for Kingdom Hearts 1 all of a sudden?
Billy Zane.
That Billy Zane just does that better.
What?
It's like just have him repeat the same
So
lines.
Terra's body is being controlled and his heart's being controlled, but his mind is pissed.
Oh god, I'm gonna actually have some questions.
That
at the
is
end of this one.
Terra's lingering sentiment, which is the bonus boss from Kingdom Hearts 2. You are playing as his lingering will against his body.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some questions when we hit the credits of this one.